taking place. Remember, the CLP meeting that was undergoing has now unanimously picked DK Shivakumar as its president. I'm also being joined by S. Venkat Narayan. S. Venkat Narayan, this has set the stage for DK Shivakumar to be the Chief Minister of Karnataka. He's going to be for the first time exercising his role, his power to govern the state of Karnataka. What are the challenges that lie ahead of him?
Megha, he is assuming charge as Chief Minister of 25th Chief Minister of Karnataka at a crucial time for the Congress Party. Congress in the country as a whole is down to just 4 state governments. Kerala, Telangana, Karnataka and Himachal Pradesh. And he is perceived to be a strong leader. He's 64 years old and he has been a minister since 2002. So he has nearly a quarter century of experience of running several ministries and so on. So I'm sure that experience will stand him in good stead. The only thing is he has to make sure that he maintains good relations with Siddaramaiah. Siddaramaiah has rejected the High Command's invitation to go to the Rajya Sabha. I can understand that because he can't speak English or Hindi, so he'll be like a fish out of water. But he is continuing to be in Bengaluru as an MLA, and he wants his son to get a decent position in the government.
I'm just going to interrupt you. Those pictures on your screen are in fact of the CLP meeting that was undergoing, that made that unanimous decision proposing DK Shivakumar's name as the leader of the CLP. We see that DK Shivakumar is flanked on his right hand side by K.C. Venugopal, and besides K.C. Venugopal, we also see Siddaramaiah, who is at this point of time sitting on that at that round table. I am also going to bring in Pula Rao. He's a political analyst. Pula Rao, let's hear it from you with regards to how the situation is going to pan out here on. We were at this point of time just a while ago, before the announcement came of the CLP leader. There were protesters that had gathered outside G. Parameswara's residence as well. They were protesting, they were backing G. Parameswara to become the chief minister, to become the leader of the CLP. But here we see that G. Parameswara was unanimously standing by DK Shivakumar along with the other leaders and the party high command to give support for DK Shivakumar to be the chief minister. Do you think there are cracks, there are still factions that are fighting amongst each others?
Many factions, but they really don't fight with any ferocity. It is not there. See, the main thing, you see, Shivakumar has become chief minister after 3 years. He's got 2 years left. They're all established leaders. He knows how to navigate the politics there. It's not at all difficult. And but one thing you and we all should remember is, no Karnataka government since 1980 has got a second term. No Karnataka government, unless the opposition really messes up. They all get 1 term and out you go for the last 45 years. Therefore, it's a very hard task. In a way, Mr. Shivakumar wanted to be chief minister, has become chief minister. Whether he'll be chief minister for 2 years or he'll get a new term, that depends on the future. He has to handle Mr. Siddaramaiah, who is going to be in Bangalore. He refused to go to Delhi. They wanted to move him out to Delhi. He said, we'll give you a big post here. All those charms mean nothing to him. He knows they are empty. There's no government here, Congress government here. What will he do here? So he's there.
Right.
He will make demands. And his son has to be accommodated. His followers have to be accommodated. Shivakumar has to look over the opposition. He has to govern. And those ministers, those are the 36 now who won't get jobs, they will all turn dissidents against him. You have to wait and see who is in the ministry, who is not in the ministry.
Venkat Narayan, coming back to you, and do you find this curious that out of months of efforts and patience that have been displayed by DK Shivakumar, and we have seen these upheavals taking place in Bengaluru and in Delhi. There have been several times in the past DK Shivakumar has met the party high command in Delhi. He, along with his MLAs, have arrived in Delhi. There have been these source-based information pouring out that there is this dispute and discord. There in the beginning of the Congress term, which was the party that won the election in Karnataka, led to the installment of Siddaramaiah as the chief minister for half of the term, and the remainder of the term was to be handed over to DK Shivakumar, but that did not happen. Did it leave bad taste in the mouth of DK Shivakumar and his allies for Siddaramaiah refusing to let go of his position as chief minister?
Definitely, Megha. You see, our friend Doddala Halli Kempegowda Shivakumar, that is his full name, quite a mouthful for our audiences in the north of India, but let's call him for short DKS. That's how he is known popularly. He has been the state Congress party president since 2000, and he worked very hard. He raised funds, and he played a very crucial role in the Congress party returning to power for a second term in 2000. 2000, the last time, okay? So he was actually expecting to be made the chief minister, but the High Command, in its wisdom, saw Siddaramaiah, let's call him Siddu, that's how he is known popularly. He had this social engineering. He brought together the Muslims, the backwards, and the Dalits together. It's a formidable social combination which brought 35% of the 43% votes that the Congress party obtained and came to power in the last assembly election. But the High Command made Siddaramaiah the chief minister, so he did not rebel DKS. He waited patiently. The informal understanding was that half of the 5-year term Siddu will handle and the rest will be done by DKS. But that was over 6 months ago, in November last year, and Siddaramaiah was not talking of giving up the position and handing it over to DKS. That's why DKS and his supporters put a lot of pressure, and eventually I think they went to see Priyanka, and Priyanka persuaded her brother Rahul and mother that DKS deserves a chance to be the chief minister. That is how he became the chief minister now. So I think
but is it just to the level? And then let's also be pragmatic over here. This is about politics. It is about the numbers. It is about the allies. It is about the support. So just for a person to be deserving does not account him to become the chief minister. Do you think there was a plausible chance that the government would fall if DK Shivakumar was not offered that chief ministerial position?
I don't think so. I don't think so, because the opposition, the BJP has barely less than 50 seats or something in the assembly. There is no chance of anybody rebelling and going and joining hands with the BJP and forming the next government. I don't think that would have happened. But, Siddaramaiah said, if Rahul Gandhi tells me to quit, I will quit. So he was summoned to Delhi and he was politely told, okay, now you are 78, you chill, you relax, and let us make a younger man, the 64-year-old DKS, and that's how it happened. So I think the Congress, for its own survival, it's very important that they all work together and ensure that DKS is allowed to perform, without any disturbance. And I do hope that Siddu will not create any trouble for him, Megha.
Okay, Pularao, coming back to you, in terms of how these cabinet ministerial berths are going to be filled. Of course, there is a lot of chatter about who the deputy chief ministers are going to be, whether it is going to be one deputy chief minister or there are going to be two deputy chief ministers, as was mentioned by Venkat Narayan, and we have been hearing this piece of information previously as well, that Yathendra Siddaramaiah may get a berth as well in the state cabinet. But what happens to the very delicate caste equation, when we talk about the OBC, where Siddaramaiah belongs to, and talking about the minorities and how he had been able to gather everybody around him to carry forward a unified government, how is D.K. Shivakumar going to balance it out?
Just before that, I have a little different take. Shivakumar did not get it on a platter, neither there was some gentlemanly activity. He gave an ultimatum when he saw that the Kerala Chief Minister, present Chief Minister Satishan, held it up for 10 days. Either you make me Chief Minister or I don't want anything. He became emboldened. And, he's a much more formidable politician than Satishan or any other congressman today, D.K. Shivakumar. They had absolutely no option. They did a choreographic event here. As if they came, they settled it. They had to give it to him. They had to. And they gave it to him. Unwillingly, but as a good, sensible compromise, or they would have future, it would have been a terrible situation for Congress that Shivakumar showed any kind of rebellion. And he would have. Because, that's what the whole story goes. Now coming back, they want to make deputy chief ministers 3 or 4. But Shivakumar naturally wants only 1 or 2. There'll definitely be one deputy chief minister, Dalit, and maybe some other community, a Lingayat, I think so, because they're very upset if they don't get anything. They have about 60 MLAs, Lingayats. Now, as far as Siddaramaiah's son, there are reports he wanted deputy chief minister for him, but they're not going to give it to him. And in the first stage, I'm told they'll take 10 ministers. They're allowed maybe 35 ministers, unlike Vijay in Tamil Nadu, who rushed and made all 35 ministers. This being a Congress-ruled state, they're much more astute. They will take 10. They will keep hanging it, another expansion after another 2 months, expansion, they'll go on like that.
In fact, let me